What's up, YouTube? My name is Big Boy Snatch on TV, aka What Kind of Snatch One, because I got playing around. As you can tell by the title of my thumbnail, this is my WWE Raw review and highlights. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please watch the video from all the way from the beginning all the way towards the end. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more West content that I do on the channel. Follow my social media down below and in the description. And thank you guys so much for coming out to my 5 hours live stream on Twitch yesterday. I had so much fun. Without further ado, let's get started. Now, WWE Raw was a pretty good show for what it was. It says WWE Raw was live from Rio Rancho, New Mexico, Rancho's Event Center. Commentary tonight with Joe Testo and Ray Barrett. Then Now Forever together. The WWE video leads us into the show. The first time ever the WWE Monday Night Raw is live from New Mexico. The WWE drone flies us up to the Rio Rancho Event Center. Excuse me. Video package. CM Punk defeated main event Jey Uso to win the vacated World Heavyweight Championship at WWE Saturday Night's main event. Oh yeah, also go check out my WWE Saturday Night's main event review on highlights, by the way. Alright, let me continue. Backstage segment. At Confident CM Punk, the new World Heavyweight Champion, is walking backstage. The camera follows him out to the arena. So we get a new World Heavyweight Championship. CM Punk appears. And this segment right here, I ain't even gonna lie to you. This segment right here, this was a good segment to kick off the show. The World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk makes his entrance to a big reception. CM Punk lays the World Heavyweight Championship on the floor and pats it. CM Punk picks it up, pops up to his feet, and shouts, "It's clubbering time." CM Punk slaps hands with some fans on his way down to the alleyway. CM Punk celebrates in the ring. The crowd chants his name, and CM Punk looks moved by the reaction. CM Punk asks, "It is great to be champ on Monday Night Raw in a great state of New Mexico, or what?" CM Punk asks the crowd how they feeling, and they shout and they sound fired up. CM Punk says there is a plenty of people he needs to thank for getting him to this point. The crowd chants, "You deserve it." CM Punk says, we'll cover the difference between deserving and earning it." CM Punk thanks his very smart, intelligent, and tough as needed wife AJ Lee. CM Punk says, "Thank you, baby, for always standing next to me in the bad times, so we can stand next to each other, chest puff out, and enjoy the good times." Next, CM Punk thanks the fans. Some call them the WWE Universe. To him, they're CM Punk fans. CM Punk doesn't get here without each and every single one of them. CM Punk tells them to clap for themselves because they deserve it, and CM Punk chant fires up. The third person he wants to thank is main event Jey Uso. CM Punk thanks him for the tough match and the hard fight. Jey Uso is surely a main eventer. CM Punk says he going for it. He'll like to be friends, but he understands if he doesn't turn out that way. 2 years ago, he said he's not here to make friends. He's here to earn money and be a champion. CM Punk did that. Another CM Punk chant picks up. CM Punk doesn't know how much time he has left, but SummerSlam taught him something. He held the title for 3 minutes after beating Gunther, so he has to hold on to it as tightly as possible for now. There is no snake in the grass. Seth Rollins waiting in the wings to cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase. CM Punk asked the crowd to indulge him and mark Seth Rollins' son. Here he swings the title over his head like a helicopter blade. CM Punk sarcastically says, "Speedy recovery. If CM Punk comes back, he'll put him back on the couch." All right, this is the vacation for 2 years. He walked around as king without a crown. With the crown, there is a target on his back in front. There is a locker room full of bad talents. If he's not who he claims to be, the best in the world, he could lose this title. CM Punk knows there's already in line with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. The vision says they're coming for his gold. CM Punk wants to be a fighting champion for a multitude of reasons. There is a lot of people he wants to punch in the face, like Braun Breaker and Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Logan and Paul Heyman. CM Punk wants to test himself against the best this company has to offer, including the best professional wrestler on earth, such as AJ Styles. AJ Styles has earned the right to step up and get a title shot. Someone who has 2 belts and hasn't earned or deserved any dirty Dominik Mysterio. He spilled under someone he wants to punch in the face. CM Punk mentions that JD Madonna is an expeditional professional wrestler. If CM Punk is himself or his best day, and JD Madonna he could lose this title. Finn Balor is another great. Sheamus. He'll be his Huckleberry. There's another contemporary who doesn't have much time. John Cena. He'll be John Cena's Huckleberry. If he wants some, he can come get some. If anyone wants it, they can come get in line because the champ is here. Logan Paul music hits. CM Punk looks pained to see the Maverick. CM Punk says he made a mistake and spoke too soon. He wants to be a fighting champion for anyone, but CM Punk wants nothing to do with his famous for nothing. You know what? CM Punk tells Logan Paul to go to SmackDown. Ilya Dragunov is having an open challenge. There's more of Logan Paul's lane. Logan Paul gets in the ring and CM Punk does his best Michael Scott impression as he yells, "No, no." Logan Paul takes a microphone and says, "The noble CM Punk says anyone can challenge him." Logan Paul is a Ferrari that no one can afford. CM Punk is a used Honda with 20,000 miles. Logan Paul has been in the ring with Roman Reigns, John Cena, and AJ Styles. Logan Paul beats AJ Styles at WrestleMania. The crowd can boo because they mad. If anyone in this industry has earned a title shot, it's Logan Paul. The crowd loudly boos. Ladies and gentlemen, WWE Hall of Famer Paul Heyman walks out to the stage with Big Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker and Tall. Paul Heyman introduced himself and says they're about to take a walk all the way down to that ring. Paul Heyman says he heard CM Punk refer to himself as a king without a crown. Paul Heyman sees a you-know-what without an owner. He's talking to Mr. YouTube. Logan Paul, the front of the line, goes to the man who really beats Roman Reigns, the tribal thief Bronson Reed. The front of the line belongs to the future of WrestleMania, Braun Breaker. Paul Heyman isn't on the line. Paul Heyman is on the line. He's on the line to get on the line for the opportunity to get the championship. CM Punk has been champion for 2 days, 432 days shorter when they were champion. Paul Heyman reminds CM Punk that he's not the reason they lost. They lost the title. Paul Heyman says, "Your move." CM Punk chants fired up. Paul Heyman says, "You're in the wrong place at the wrong time. Get to stepping now." Logan Paul looks flabbergasted that Logan Paul isn't moving. Logan Paul says, "You snooze, you lose. They're pretty slow." Logan Paul was here first. If they wanted the spot, they should have put some pep in their step and find some hustle. Braun Breaker smiles incredulously. Braun Breaker says Paul Heyman brought everyone 2 weeks to live because They had to sit and be patient for 2 weeks. Right after they dropped Seth Rollins in the dirt, they had to be patient for weeks until the new champion was crowned. CM Punk had his moment, but the dog isn't ready anymore. The crowd barks. Braun Breaker says he's coming for what belongs to him. There's nothing else standing in his way except for a guy holding it to keep it warm. And a you know what YouTuber who thinks he's so. Braun Breaker tells them to get out of his ring, or he'll whip them like a dog. CM Punk tells Logan Paul he's either fighting with him or he can get the Unibot out of his ring. Um, Logan Paul wags his finger and opts on the fight with CM Punk. CM Punk gets out of the ring and walks around Bronson Reed. Logan Paul gets out of the ring and walks around Bronson Reed. Logan Paul tries to get around Braun Breaker, but Braun Breaker shuts him down. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed circle the world heavyweight champion. CM Punk starts to fight them off, but they quickly overwhelm him. Logan Paul gets to his feet and walks off on CM Punk. Logan Paul looks back at what is happening and starts to think. Logan Paul teases getting into the ring before he finally does. Logan Paul attacks Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, but they soon overpower him. Braun Breaker hits Logan Paul with a big spine buster. Bronson Reed then crushes Logan Paul with a tsunami. CM Punk gets in the ring and with a steel chair. Braun Breaker bails out of the ring. CM Punk hits Bronson Reed in the midsection with the steel chair before smashing it off his back. CM Punk challenges them to get back in the ring, and Paul Heyman backs them up. CM Punk reaches over Paul Heyman and grabs the world. CM Punk reaches over Logan Paul and grabs his world heavyweight championship. Let me take a sip of my water. That was a good segment to kick off the show. A good kickoff to WWE Raw, while CM Punk's title victory felt a bit unnatural and title climatic after having it rushed onto him due to the Seth Rollins injury. This felt like a good celebration. Not sure what they were doing with Logan Paul. Got destroyed by the division. Not really a good contender. Pre-show arrivals, the Kabuki Warriors are showing arriving at the Rio Rancho Event Center. World Tag Team Champions AJ Styles and Dragon Lee are showing entering the center together. Women's World Champion Stephanie McMahon makes her entrance. WWE Hall of Famer Nikki Bella follows her. They'll team up to take on Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez of the Judgment Day next. Commercial break. Replay last week on Raw. Roxanne Perez defeated Nikki Bella. Stephanie McMahon then saves Nikki Bella from a beating. So we get the first match right here. Tag team match. Women's World Champion Stephanie McMahon and WWE Hall of Famer Nikki Bella versus the Judgment Day, Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. This was a pretty good match. Roxanne Perez starts against Nikki Bella. They lock up and Roxanne Perez press her against the ropes. Roxanne Perez rolls away from Nikki Bella and puts herself through the ropes to keep her back. Nikki Bella eventually grabs her and hits a fireman scary takeover. Roxanne Perez fights up, but Nikki Bella twists the arm and pulls her down by the hair. Roxanne Perez gets up and stomps her foot. Roxanne Perez twists the arm, but Nikki Bella fights out with a monkey flip. Raquel Rodriguez tags in and throws Nikki Bella down. Nikki Bella applies a waistline, but Raquel Rodriguez sends her hard into the corner. Raquel Rodriguez elbows her in the head of a few times before going for a slam. But Nikki Bella slides out and tags Women's World Champion Stephanie McMahon. Raquel Rodriguez quickly shoulder tackles her. Stephanie McMahon goes for a head scissors move, but they didn't execute it cleanly. Raquel Rodriguez counters with a suplex attempt, but Stephanie McMahon gets out of gets out of it. Stephanie Mercury walks her with a super kick. Roxanne Perez tags in, but Stephanie Mercury hits her with a snap suplex. Stephanie Mercury super kicks Raquel Rodriguez, and Nikki Bella comes off the second rope with a flying kick, knocking Raquel Rodriguez out of the ring. Stephanie Mercury takes Roxanne Perez down and signals for the Devil's Kiss, but Raquel Rodriguez pulls Roxanne Perez out of the ring. Stephanie Mercury and Nikki Bella come off the apron with stereo crossbody blocks. Back from break, Raquel Rodriguez hits Nikki Bella with a slingshot suplex. Roxanne Perez tags in, hits a double jump springboard moonsault for a 2 count. Roxanne Perez clubs her down and applies a neck vice. The crowd chants for Nikki Bella as she fights up. Nikki Bella hits a jawbreaker. Raquel Rodriguez quickly tags in and drags Nikki Bella away from her corner. Nikki Bella kicks her away before hitting a boot to the face. Nikki Bella then hooks the head and scales the ropes for a tornado DDT. Stephanie Mercury tags in and hits Raquel Rodriguez with the head scissors into a roller for a 2 count. Stephanie Mercury strikes Raquel Rodriguez to the corner. Raquel Rodriguez sidesteps her, but Stephanie Mercury rolls to avoid the boot. Stephanie Mercury hits a dragon screw off the ropes. Raquel Rodriguez is down in the corner, so Stephanie Mercury hits her with the running meteor. Stephanie Mercury goes for the SPB, but Raquel Rodriguez fights out. Raquel Rodriguez gets her in a corner, but Stephanie Mercury knocks her back. Raquel Rodriguez drops her to the apron, but Stephanie Mercury knocks her back. Stephanie Mercury goes to the top rope and hits a diamond crossbody block for a 2 count. Stephanie Mercury sets up for another SPB, but Raquel Rodriguez gets out and clotheslines her in the back of the head. The crowd chants, "This is awesome." Roxanne Perez tag in and chokes Stephanie Mercury on the bottom rope before hitting an uppercut to the back of the neck. Roxanne Perez goes for a double jump moonsault, but Stephanie Mercury catches her and hits a back suplex. Stephanie Mercury catches her with the Devil's Kiss, which gets a huge ovation reaction. Nikki Bella tags up and Roxanne Perez with the Rack Attack 2.0. 1-2 Raquel Rodriguez pulls Nikki Bella off Roxanne Perez. Stephanie Mercury goes for a springboard crossbody block on Raquel Rodriguez, but Raquel Rodriguez catches her. Stephanie Mercury counters with a hurricane over the top rope. Stephanie Mercury sets up for the Devil's Kiss on the apron, but Raquel Rodriguez counters while slamming her face first onto the ring apron. In the ring, Roxanne Perez goes for a roll-up, but Nikki Bella sits on her shoulders. Roxanne Perez kicks out and knocks Nikki Bella into the ropes. Raquel Rodriguez punches Nikki Bella in the ring in the head. Roxanne Perez connects with Pop Rock for the win. The winner by pinfall, the Judgment Day. This was a pretty good match of what it was. The Judgment Day celebrates outside the ring. Stephanie Mercury consoles Nikki Bella in the ring. Pretty good match with the Judgment Day going over Stephanie Mercury and Nikki Bella. There were a few clunky spots with Stephanie Mercury and Raquel Rodriguez. They didn't seem to have a good chemistry. Nikki Bella takes the pin again, so maybe they'll build a story around that. Hashtag WWE Raw. Alright, let me take a sip of my water. Alright. Video package. As announced on Saturday night's main event, John Cena committed on his final opponent. The one question Cena has been asked since he announced his retirement over a year ago, who he wants to face in his final match. John Cena wants to see someone being given the same opportunity he was given in his debut match. Starting next week on Raw from Boston, and a 16-man tournament will commence featuring stars from Raw, NXT, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and even those who don't work for WWE. His final opponent won't be handpicked. It would be hard-earned. John Cena says, "You want some? Come get some." Saturday, December 13th, by Saturday Night's Main Event. Give us John Cena versus Edge. Remember the feud between John Cena and Edge that they had? Man, that was a good feud between John Cena and Edge. When John Cena attacked Edge in a hotel while Lita was standing there. Bro, give us John Cena versus Edge. I would love to see that at Saturday Night's Main Event. Alright, let me continue. That was a good promo package by John Cena. General Manager's office. Referee Sean Bennett is spinning a bingo tumbler on Raw. General Manager Adam Pearce. We'll find out the first matchup of the last time is now a tournament. Backstage segment. World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk bumps into main event Jey Uso backstage. Jey Uso says he saw what happened out there. Something in his heart is telling him to help CM Punk. CM Punk asks if he can trust him. Is he talking to main event Jey Uso or little Roman Reigns? Jey Uso says he's talking to the main event. If he were a champion, the division would be coming after him. They're not going to stop. Jey Uso tells CM Punk to let him help him. Jey Uso wants to body this vision problem. CM Punk says he's going to get his gear on. They bump fists and says yeet. In the ring, Penta makes his entrance. He'll take on El Grande Americano next. So we'll go to commercial break. So we get Penta versus El Grande Americano, come by Rayo and Bravo Americano. And this match right here, I ain't even gonna lie. This match, bro, that match itself, I ain't even gonna lie, man. That was a decent match for what it was. The bell rings and Americano challenged Penta. Penta punches away at Americano and hits a Hurricanrana. Penta connects with a Title World backbreaker. Penta ducks a clothesline, but Americano quickly slams him down for a 2 count. Americano blocks a boot and punches Penta. Americano punches and stomps Penta down in the corner before putting him on the top rope. Americano rips at Penta's mask. Penta slides through his legs and super kicks him. Penta blocks a kick and hits a modified suplex for a 2 count. Penta goes for the second rope and signals for the end, but Americano pulls him down. Americano gets out of a Penta driver and hits a step-up enziguri. Penta quickly drops him on the apron and goes for a springboard. Americano punches him. They fight on the apron. Penta goes for a Mexican destroyer on the apron, but Americano gives him a back body drop on the apron. Americano then hits a baseball slide and mocks the Penta strut. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial, Penta starts to take it to Americano, culminating with a reverse sling blade. Penta takes him down in a corner and hits a handstand slingshot basement dropkick for a near fall. Penta goes to the second rope and signals for the end. Americano catches him within enziguri and pulls him off the ropes for a rolling Death Valley driver. Americano wrenches the arm and scales the ropes, but Penta knocks him into the trio roll. Penta super kicks him for a near fall. They go head to head in trade strikes. Penta flips through a back suplex, knock him in the midsection, and hits a springboard to the LDDT. Penta wipes him out with a somersault senton at ringside. Americano slowly rolls into the ring. Bravo Americano sweeps Penta's feet. Jessica Carr realizes what happened and ejects Bravo from ringside. Rey Americano gives the metal plate to Americano to lower in mask. Penta ducks a headbutt and hits a backbreaker. Penta heads to the top rope. So Rayo attacks. The referee ejects him from the ringside as well. Penta then wipes Rayo out with a crossbody block to the floor. Penta kicks Americano, who was attempting a flying headbutt with the loaded mask. Penta hits a Mexican Destroyer for the win. The winner of the match by pinfall Penta. This was a decent match for what it was. It says Rayo and Bravo try to double team Penta, but he easily escapes them. The Americanos family is frustrated. Video package. Kairi Sane says there will be no more disrespect shown to Asuka. Asuka says she is the one true legend of the women's division. What they did last week was a small taste of what they're capable of. Footage, footage is showing the Kabuki Warriors beating up the women's tag team champion Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Asuka says they haven't forgotten about Bayley. Out of the kindness of their heart, they let her walk off. Asuka says her kindness won't last forever. She'll do whatever it takes to prove that they are the most dominant tag team in the women's division. The Kabuki Warriors will battle Bayley and Lyra Kira later tonight. So we go to commercial break. Alright, so we get Dirty Dominik Mysterio addresses what's next for him. This was a pretty good segment as well. The Intercontinental Champion, Triple A Mega Champion, Dirty Dominik Mysterio makes his way to the ring. This past Saturday, Dominik Mysterio defeated Penta and Rusev to retain the title. The crowd is giving Dominik Mysterio a really mixed reaction. Some people love him while others don't. Dominik Mysterio tells them to bow down to the king of luchadors. On Saturday night, he proved that he is, without a doubt, the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. He's the greatest Triple A Mega Champion of all time. Dominik Mysterio says he is the greatest luchador of all time. There isn't a man on this planet who can stop him. WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio makes his way to the ring. We haven't seen Rey Mysterio in months since sustaining an injury. Dominik Mysterio is shocked to see his father. Joe Tessor says Rey has been medically cleared and Holy You-Know-What chant breaks out. Rey Mysterio stands in the ring with his son. Rey Mysterio says Dominik Mysterio looks surprised. Rey Mysterio says Dominik Mysterio can say he's the greatest champion of all time all day long, but he draws the line when he says he's king of luchador. Every time Dominik Mysterio says that, the crowd starts singing Dirty Dom's name. Every time that Dirty Dominik Mysterio says it insults their family and their blood. Rey Mysterio asks about El Santo, Blue Demon, and Eddie Guerrero. A massive Eddie Guerrero chant fires up nearly 20 years after his death. Does Dominik Mysterio think he's better than them? Dominik Mysterio tells Rey Mysterio to keep his father's name out of his mouth. Dominik Mysterio says he's better than them. Dominik Mysterio says I said tell him to keep his father's name out of his mouth. Dominik Mysterio says he's better than them. Dominik Mysterio is better than El Santos, Blue Demon, and Eddie Guerrero. There's one luchador Dominik knows he's better than Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio says Dominik Mysterio can disrespect him all he wants. He doesn't care. Rey Mysterio won't let Dominik Mysterio disrespect the Lucha Libre. Rey Mysterio takes his jacket off, and Dominik Mysterio asks what Rey is going to do. Rey Mysterio is jealous. Rey Mysterio is already trying to steal his mustache. A whoop his you-know-what chant fires up. Dirty Dominik Mysterio says he made that Dominik Mysterio name irrelevant. Not only that, but Dominik Mysterio has surprised everyone. Everything Rey Mysterio has to offer, has ever done. What would he have to do? Kick Rey Mysterio's you-know-what. Again, Dominik Mysterio tells Rey Mysterio to listen to the King of Luchadors and get out of his ring. Rey Mysterio looks down in shame before looking up to his son. Rey Mysterio says he'll leave but before he does, he needs to understand three things. As long as Rey Mysterio is around, Dominik Mysterio will never be King of Luchadors. King of the Luchadors, I'm sorry. As long as Rey Mysterio is around, this will never be Dominik Mysterio's reign. As long as Rey Mysterio is around, Dominik Mysterio will never be the greatest of all time. Dominik Mysterio throws his microphone outside and goes for a cheap shot, but Rey Mysterio blocks it. Rey Mysterio punches his son. But Dirty Dominik Mysterio kicks him in the midsection. Rey Mysterio quickly hits a head scissors into the ropes. Rey Mysterio hits his son with a 619. Rey Mysterio heads to the top rope. Dirty Dominik Mysterio rolls out of the ring to escape. Rey Mysterio stands tall in the ring. Great to see Rey Mysterio back. It looks like they're going with another Rey Mysterio versus Dominik Mysterio program. This kind of felt like they were teasing the beginning of the end of Rey Mysterio's career. Rey Mysterio will be 51 months next month, coming off another long recovery. How much more can he give? Hashtag WWE Raw. So we go to the general manager's office. Raw general manager Adam Pearce is drawing names from the Tumblr. We'll find out who he will be the last time. It's now determined soon. Alright, let me take a sip of my water. Alright, backstage segment. Bayley is pacing when Lyra Kira walks up to her. They don't seem to be on the same page. Bayley says they need to focus on Kabuki Wars. Lyra Kira needs to know if she can count on her. Bayley says they're good. They slap hands and Bayley walks off. The commentators begin to talk until the Women's Intercontinental Champion Becky Lynch jumps on the table. Becky Lynch says the man has come around and she has a lot to get off her chest. Becky Lynch has been going through a lot these last few weeks. She's got a hot husband who is injured at home. The Vision have lost their minds and ruined everything. Becky Lynch has been sadly with a crook referee, Brent, who held Brent on holding her down. After all that, Adam Pearce sent her home to to cool down. Becky Lynch says she's the definition of cool. The only cool thing to come out of New Mexico is a show about how much meth these people do. Maxine Dupree is not cool, but she's lucky because she got to step into the ring with her and live to tell. Maxine Dupree won't shut up about it. The crowd is making her feel like she belongs, but Maxine Dupree doesn't. You don't survive in this business by being lucky. You have to be good. Becky Lynch is the best. Sports Illustrated and Bleacher Report says it. Becky Lynch is a lifelong student of the game. This isn't a test Matthew Dupree can crown for. Matthew Dupree can train with the best. The next time they're in the ring, one wrong move will be the last for Matthew Dupree. Becky Lynch says, welcome to the big time. Becky Lynch storms off. Big time Becky Lynch storms off. The Kabuki Warriors make their entrance. Asuka and Becky Lynch go face to face before Becky Lynch walks off. Strong promo from Becky Lynch. She lost quite a bit with Seth Rollins' injury. She was involved in one of the top storylines in the company with the Vision. She's kind of out. She's kind of off on the outside, looking in the program with matching the free hashtag WWE Raw. Alright, so we go to commercial break. The Kabuki Warriors. Yeah, tag team match. The Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane versus Bayley, Lyra, Akira. And this match right here, I ain't even gonna lie, man. This was a good tag team match. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Lyra Kira will start against Asuka. They lock up, and Lyra Kira quickly takes her down. Asuka grabs a waistlock before applying a hammerlock. Lyra Kira twists out and takes her down. Asuka kicks up and slams Lyra Kira down before kicking her in the spine several times. Asuka puts a foot on her chest for a pin, but Lyra Kira kicks out before one. Asuka tosses trash, so Lyra Kira stops her. Lyra Kira avoids a kick and kicks her in the midsection. Asuka reverses a wheel, but Lyra Kira does a cartwheel, sweep her feet, and hits a basement drop kick for a 2 count. Bayley and Kairi Sane tag in. Asuka didn't want to go against Bayley. Bayley rolls Kairi Sane up for a 2 count. Kairi Sane strategizes with Asuka. Kairi Sane quickly gets out of the ring and kicks Bayley. Bayley reverses a wheel, but Kairi Sane hits a head scissors takeover. She goes for a sliding forearm, but Bayley counters into a roll-up for a 2 count. Kairi Sane hits a spinning elbow and chops her chest. Bayley quickly drops her on the apron and shoulder tackles her. Kairi Sane comes off the top rope with a diving forearm to pick up a 2 count. Kairi Sane applies a side headlock, but Bayley hits a back suplex. Asuka doesn't want to tag in. Lyra Kira tags in. Bayley and Lyra Kira team up to take Kairi Sane down for a 2 count. Lyra Kira hits a Northern Lights suplex for another near fall. Lyra Kira goes for a suplex, but Kairi Sane gets out. Asuka Blonde tags in and attacks Lyra Kira. Alright. Lyra Kira takes the Kabuki Warriors down with a run across body. The Kabuki Warriors gets out of the ring and avoids a wrecking ball drop kick. Asuka pulls her down and hits a nasty German suplex on the floor. The Kabuki Warriors pose on the commentary table. Commercial break. Back from the break, Kairi Sane is taking it to Lyra Kira. Lyra Kira crushes her with a sit-out powerbomb. That looked rough. Asuka and Bayley tag in. Bayley hits a pair of clotheslines followed by a death press and some punches. Bayley snaps Asuka off the middle rope and knees her in the head. Bayley comes off the second rope with a diamond elbow drop for a 2 count. Bayley sends Asuka into the ropes, but Kairi Sane Blonde tags in. Bayley keeps going for Asuka at ringside, so Kairi Sane comes off the apron with a diamond clothesline. Kairi Sane pulls Bayley in the ring and leaps, but Bayley moves. Kairi Sane goes for a roll-up, but Bayley stops it and hits Bayley to belly for a near fall. Kairi Sane gets out of a roll sprint. Kairi Sane sends Bayley to the corner and Bayley knocks Asuka down. Bayley hits Kairi Sane with a sunset flip into the top turnbuckle. Lyra Kira tags in and hits a diving leg sweep for a near fall. Lyra Kira cannot believe it. Lyra Kira puts Kairi Sane in a corner and sets her on the top rope. Asuka distracts Lyra Kira, so Kairi Sane knocks her down. Bayley and Asuka get into it at ringside, but they don't come to blow. Kairi Sane hits a double stomp to Lyra Kira and covers, but Bayley breaks it up. Kairi Sane quickly boots her. Lyra Kira backs and comes off the second rope with a crossbody block attempt, but Lyra Kira catches her. Bayley tags in. Lyra Kira hits a backbreaker, and Bayley hits a diving elbow drop. 1-2. Asuka pulls Bayley out of the ring. Lyra Kira takes Asuka out with a wrecking ball drop kick. Kairi Sane rolls Bayley up for a 2 count. Bayley quickly grabs Kairi Sane and tags Lyra Kira in. Asuka pulls Lyra Kira off the apron and Kairi Sane attacks Bayley. Kairi Sane rolls Lyra Kira into the ring and tags Asuka in. The Kabuki Warriors go for their finish, but Bayley thwarts it. Asuka shoves Lyra Kira into the ring. Asuka shoves Lyra Kira into Bayley and rolls her up for a 2 count. Lyra Kira goes for a springboard move, but Asuka counters with an Asuka lock, and Lyra Kira taps out. The winner by submission, the Kabuki Warriors. This was a pretty good match right here. The Kabuki Warriors taunt Lyra Kira into WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss are rundown. Rundown. So, rundown for the save. The Kabuki Warriors quickly get out of the ring before anything happens. Bayley checks on Lyra Kira. Asuka and Kairi Sane signal that they want the titles. A really strong tag team match with the Kabuki Warriors going over Bayley and Lyra Kira had hidden a fun that there's a sub story being told with Asuka not wanting to square off against Bayley. I'm interested. Hashtag WWE Raw. I never take another sip of my water. Video package. Last Monday on Raw, JD Madonna defeated Sheamus after Finn Balor hit him with a shillelagh. So we go to the Judgment Day Clubhouse. Finn Balor and JD Madonna are getting ready when Watson Press and Ricardo Rodriguez exactly come in. And while Ricardo Rodriguez will be facing Stephanie McCure for the Women's World Championship next week. A furious Dominik Mysterio comes in and is upset that his deadbeat dad is back. Dominik Mysterio asks where they were. Finn Balor says they weren't invited, so Dominik Mysterio has to do this on his own. Finn Balor says they're going to win. They're going to go win back their tag team titles. Finn Balor gives the shillelagh to Dominik Mysterio and tells him to keep it safe. Dominik Mysterio is confused. Ricardo Rodriguez says he's the reason they put the titles on the line in the first place. Watson Press talks to Dominik Mysterio and tells him to be the bigger man. Watson Press says he's the king of the luchadors. Dominik Mysterio agrees. World Tag Team Champions AJ Styles and Dragon Lee head to the ring. They'll defend the titles against Finn Balor and JD Madonna next. Alright, so we go to commercial break. So we get the World Tag Team Championship. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus the Judgment Day, Finn Balor and JD Madonna. And this tag team match right here, I ain't even gonna lie to you. That tag team match, I ain't gonna lie. That was a good tag team match in my opinion. Alright. The bell rings. Finn Balor and JD Madonna blindsides them. JD Madonna hits Dragon Lee with a bazooka knee for a 2 count. JD Madonna knocks AJ Styles off the apron and hits Dragon Lee with a Snapmare. Finn Balor hits a slingshot stomp and tags JD Madonna, who hits a springboard moonsault for a near fall. JD Madonna puts Dragon Lee on the top rope and tags Finn Balor in. Finn Balor rips at the mask, so Dragon Lee elbows him off. Dragon Lee knocks JD Madonna back and hits a diving crossbody block on Finn Balor. Finn Balor charges, but Dragon Lee sidesteps him. Dragon Lee then takes JD Madonna out with a Hurricanrana off the apron. Dragon Lee shoulders Finn Balor and hits a sunset flip. But Finn Balor rolls through and hits a basement dropkick for a near fall. Finn Balor puts Dragon Lee in the corner and chops the chest. Finn Balor hits a snapmare and a knees him in the back before applying a rear chinlock. Dragon Lee fights out, flips through a clothesline and hits a sit-up powerbomb. AJ Styles tags in and hits Finn Balor with a strike combo, followed by a slide in forearm. JD Madonna runs in, but AJ Styles hits a back body drop. AJ Styles avalanches Finn Balor and hits a Yogroshi. AJ Styles then hits the Judgment Day with a plancha. So we go to commercial break. Back from the break, we see Dragon Lee and Finn Balor tag in. Dragon Lee takes it to Finn Balor and hits a snap German suplex. Dragon Lee takes Finn Balor down and hits a slingshot. Basement drop kick. Dragon Lee sides up Finn Balor, but Finn Balor hits a sling blade. Finn Balor hits a shotgun corner drop kick and heads to the top rope. Dragon Lee avoids the coup de grace and rolls him up for a 2 count. Dragon Lee goes for a reverse DDT, but Finn Balor counters with a falling elbow drop. AJ Styles and JD Madonna tag in. AJ Styles swarms away at JD Madonna. JD Madonna reverses a whip, and AJ Styles hits Dirty Dominik Mysterio with a baseball slide. Dominik Mysterio distracts the referee as AJ Styles rolls JD Madonna up. JD Madonna holds AJ Styles down as Finn Balor goes for the coup de grace, but AJ Styles moves and Finn Balor absorbs the hold. AJ Styles knocks Dominik Mysterio away and by sending Finn Balor into him. AJ Styles sets up for a Styles clash, but JD Madonna drops him on the apron. AJ Styles knocks JD Madonna back and hits a phenomenal form. 1-2. Finn Balor breaks it up with a double stomp. Finn Balor strategizes with Dominik Mysterio. Dominik Mysterio goes to hit AJ Styles with the title, but Sheamus runs him over with a clothesline. Sheamus kicks Dominik Mysterio away as the referee holds him back. Finn Balor hits AJ Styles with the Shillelagh 1-2. Dragon Lee breaks it up. Sheamus attacks Mysterio at ringside before sending him hard into the barricade, kneeing him in the mouth. Dragon Lee hits Finn Balor with a Hurricanrana out of the ring and connects with a somersault senton. AJ Styles stumbles around the ring and JD Madonna boosts him back. JD Madonna goes for a Hurricanrana, but AJ Styles counters into a Styles clash for the win. The winner by pinfall is still your World Tag Team Champions AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. This was a pretty good tag team match. Alright. Backstage, Women's World Champion Stephanie McMahon is leaving when Nikki Bella stops her. Nikki Bella apologizes for losing and getting Stephanie McMahon in a title match against Raquel Rodriguez. Nikki Bella says she's rusty in making bad decisions. Nikki Bella is wondering why she's here anymore. Stephanie McMahon stops her and says she is Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella is amazing. Stephanie McMahon tells her to believe in herself. Nikki Bella, she paved the way for this division. They embrace and Nikki Bella looks moved. Nikki Bella wishes Stephanie McMahon luck and will cheer her on next week. Video package: WrestleMania 42 commercial starting Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Brock Lesnar is showing. Can you do the same thing for the women's division? Because the women's division has carried WWE. The women's division needs a WrestleMania 42 package, not just the men's. Because the women's division has been carrying WWE. And that's all I gotta say. I would love to see the women's division get a WrestleMania 42 commercial. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say. Alright. Locker room segment. Main event, Jey Uso is warming up when Paul Heyman walks in. Paul Heyman says Jey Uso always kept him guessing. He can't figure out why Jey Uso would team with the man who prevented him from becoming the World Heavyweight Champion. The 2 days ago. Jey Uso says he has a lot of people in his ear, but he respects CM Punk for being him with no tricks. Jey Uso doesn't care what the tribal chief or Jimmy who said. He cares about all he cares about is what he thinks about himself. Paul Heyman says he likes that. Paul Heyman asks the Bronze to wait. but Braun Breaker says to wait. But he leashes her off. It's all out war with the roster if they don't conform to the vision, and they get smacked with the door. Paul Heyman says Jey Uso has a vision all of his own. Paul Heyman wishes him luck and leaves. And leaving, Jey Uso is in tough. Alright, so we go to commercial break. Video package. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce says Russo will battle Damian Priest, and last time is now tournament. First round. We also see Shinsuke Nakamura will battle Sheamus, and then last time is now tournament first round match. SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis will reveal the next two matches on SmackDown. Next week on Raw, John Cena will appear in Boston for the final time. On top of the two last time is now tournament matches. The Kabuki Warriors will battle Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss for the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. Stephanie McCure will also face Raquel Rodriguez with the Women's World Champion on the line. Arena concurs. Main event Jey Uso is standing with some fire of fans. He makes his entrance. The main event is next, so we go to commercial break. Alright, so we get the main event of the evening, the tag team match. Main event Jey Uso and the World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk versus the Vision, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, coming by Paul Heyman. And this match ends at a double countout. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say. Alright. Jey Uso will start against Bronson Reed. They lock up and Bronson Reed powers him into the corner before punching him in the midsection. Bronson Reed sends him to the opposite corner, but Jey Uso slingshots over him and punches away at him. CM Punk tags in and comes off the top rope with a double axe handle to the shoulder. CM Punk wrenches the arm, but Bronson Reed floors him with a clothesline. Braun Breaker tags in and he stones CM Punk's lower back. Braun Breaker hits an exploder suplex. CM Punk pulls himself up and elbows Braun Breaker. Jey Uso tags in and they hit Braun Breaker with a double team back suplex. They clothesline Braun Breaker over the top rope before punching away at Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed fights them off, but Jey Uso avoids an avalanche. CM Punk knees Bronson Reed in the face, and Jey Uso connects with a super kick. CM Punk holds the top rope down, and as Jey Uso hits the Vision with a diving plancha, so we go to commercial break. We return from the final break of the evening to see Braun Breaker hit CM Punk with a belly-to-belly overhead throw. Bronson Reed tags in, and Braun Breaker jumps on his back, and as he splashes CM Punk for a near fall. Bronson Reed sees CM Punk and sends CM Punk into the ropes for a back elbow. Braun Breaker tags in, and he punches the World Heavyweight Champion in the face. Braun Breaker shoulders CM Punk in the midsection a few times before taunting Jey Uso. Braun Breaker hits CM Punk with a running knee and talks trash to Jey Uso. Braun Breaker hits CM Punk with a running knee to the face and shatters around the ring. Braun Breaker charges again, but CM Punk moves and Braun Breaker sails over the top rope. Bronson Reed tags in and drops an elbow on CM Punk before knocking Jey Uso to the floor. The Tribal Thief mocks Roman Reigns and pointing to the sky. Braun Breaker tags in and the Vision sends CM Punk into the ropes before double teaming Flapjack / Long Breaker 1-2. Jey Uso breaks it up. Braun Breaker pulls the strap down and sets up for the end. Braun Breaker gorilla press CM Punk, but CM Punk gets out and hits a swinging neck breaker. Jey Uso and Bronson Reed tag in. Jey Uso punches away at Bronson Reed before doing some trick ticks and rocking him with a right hand. Jey Uso whips his shirt off and and uppercuts him. Bronson Reed blocks a kick, but Jey Uso hits and disagree. Jey Uso kicks Bronson Reed down in the corner and gets the crowd going with some yeet. Jey Uso connects with a running hip attack in the corner, and Bronson Reed is down. Jey Uso goes to the top rope, but Bronson Reed pops up and goes for the jagged edge. Jey Uso slides off and hits a spear. 1-2, Braun Breaker breaks it up. CM Punk hits Braun Breaker with a diving clothesline before hitting him with a plancha. Hit him with a plancha at ringside. In the ring, Jey Uso sidesteps Bronson Reed and sends him out of the ring. Jey Uso hits Bronson Reed with a suicide dive. CM Punk boots Bronson Reed in the head. Bronson Reed takes him down. The referee is counting them out. The referee counts to 10, but we got a double count out. So this match will be a double count out. Jey Uso sends Braun Breaker into the steel steps. CM Punk goes for a suplex on the floor and on Bronson Reed, but Bronson Reed stops it. Jey Uso hits CM Punk with a double team. Jey Uso and CM Punk double team Bronson Reed. CM Punk clears the commentary table as Jey Uso knocks over the prime injury hydration station. CM Punk puts Bronson Reed on the table. All of a sudden, Braun Breaker crushes Jey Uso with a spear at ringside. CM Punk attacks Braun Breaker, so Bronson Reed avalanches him down. Bronson Reed rolls Jey Uso into the ring as the crowd chants OTC. Bronson Reed holds Jey Uso up and Braun Breaker spears him down. The crowd is barking. Bronson Reed heads to the top rope and flies Jey Uso with a tsunami. CM Punk gets in the ring with a steel chair and chases them off. Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker go under the ring and grab 2 steel chairs. CM Punk looks worried. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed get in the ring with the steel chair, but Logan Paul runs down with the brass knuckles and stands alongside CM Punk. Logan Paul then smashes CM Punk with the brass knuckles. A shock Paul Heyman holds Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed back. Bronson Reed back. The crowd loudly boos. Logan Paul approaches Paul Heyman and says, "If he hits me, kill him." Logan Paul holds the brass knuckles up in front of Paul Heyman and hands them to him. Paul Heyman smiles and stares at Logan Paul as the show ends. But I think people were expecting something a little different and more groundbreaking than what happened at the end of the show. It seems like Logan Paul is aligning with the Vision, but maybe joining them. I think a lot of people were thinking Jey Uso was going heel. #WWE Raw. After the promise that the landscape of WWE is changing, this angle felt a little like more of the same, kind of an empty promise. When all was said and done, not a bad angle, but when you're expecting something bigger, it's a bit of a disappointment. #WWE Raw. Still, this was a good show with a lot of good wrestling and strong angles, but it was missing that one huge angle they teased but didn't really follow through on. #WWE Raw. And WWE Raw goes off the air. So, let me get my opinion what I think about WWE Raw. Now, WWE Raw was a good show for what it was, and that's all I have to say. So, I give that show a 7 out of 10. If you guys enjoy my WWE Raw review on highlights, make sure you guys please watch the video from all the way from the beginning all towards the end. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content, because I'm on the road to 12K. Follow my social media down below in the description. And thank you guys so much for coming out to my live stream on Twitch yesterday for some Fortnite. I had lots of fun, and that's all I gotta say. So tomorrow I will go live on Twitch for some WWE NXT Watch Along live reaction party. So be there or be square. I want you guys to have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. And I'll see you guys tonight on my upcoming world premiere for my WWE Raw Review on Hot at 4 o'clock a.m. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Keep your crew, keep your kids, keep your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang.